3, 2, 1. Starting transmission. Hello and welcome, once again to yet another episode of the super happy fun Jabbertron tea party with Kiki and Cupcake. Grab some eggnog along with your best ugly sweater, and get ready to enjoy the podcast.
Everybody but me, and probably you, are completely consumed with Smash Brothers Ultimate.
I've not been consumed. I've seen some posts about it.
Like, all of my friends are playing it nonstop, except for me, because I can't bring myself to drop $120.
I'm sorry, how much?
Okay, the game is $60, but you also have to buy the GameCube controller for your Switch so that you can play it, basically.
Yeah.
And that's like another $60. My friend D has literally gone off the radar the last 2 days. I was like yesterday I was like, I haven't heard from you in all day. Are you all right? And she was like, Smash. I'm like, oh, okay, well, have fun. Let me know if you need anything.
I don't think I know anybody who has the new Smash.
And I thought about getting it, and I may still get it eventually, but I just kind of backed away. I was like, I'm sure I'll regret it later, but I don't feel any great loss in not playing it right now. I have enough crap on my plate. Excuse me, sorry. Everything hurts and I'm tired. I hate being an adult.
Adulting sucks.
Right. All day, my entire, left shoulder has just been throbbing. I can't figure out if I slept on it wrong or it's got to be skeletal muscular because it's not localized to any part, which means I probably am either doing something like clenching or God only knows.
Poor Cupcake.
Indeed.
So how about Pretty Cure's Magical Boy?
Wait, what? Huh?
Pretty Cure's new magical person is a boy.
That's cool, I guess.
It is very cool.
They've done that before. It's not like anything new and or fancy at this point. If they come up with something crazy like it's a dog or a raccoon or an anglerfish.
Dude, I would totally watch an anime where the main character was a magical anglerfish. The more disgusting looking, the better.
Right. And it would be done by the guy, I always forget his name, but the guy that does all the really weird horror manga and anime in Japan. Something Ito. You know, he's the one that did the one, A Hole Just For Me.
Yeah. Wasn't Hollywood gonna try to make
Oh
some
God. They must consume everything in order to feed their need for fresh properties in order to exploit for money. I mean, I feel like that's the whole reason why we got not just one, but 2 sequels to FLC, a show that should have never gotten a sequel. But hey, the love of money.
I still have to watch those. Did we talk about what they're doing in Cowboy Bebop last time?
I don't remember. To be honest, most of my life has been surrounded by work. Hey, let's get some chores done. Hey, how about that work? Hey, look, sleep. But now we have to work.
Work.
And being in a constant state of some sort of pain. But you know what I'm talking about, so I'm just gonna shut up about that line of reasoning.
Well, apparently it's coming from the original studio.
Well, that's good.
And the writer did Thor Ragnarok.
That's okay.
That was a pretty good movie.
I mean, that movie had some hilarious writing with the crazy rock monster guy. I don't even remember what made me laugh, but there's this scene with the rock monster guy in that movie that just killed me. I don't even know what he said. I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember laughing really, really hard at something he said, and I don't know what it was. So that tells you the impact it made. Like, I thought it was really funny, but I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, this article doesn't have much information beyond that. I guess it's too early of a stage.
Yeah, it has to get off the ground first. They just keep threatening it every time. Like, we're gonna do it. Then they're like, it fell through. No, we're gonna do it. Nah, it fell through.
Well, the fact that their live-action Death Note is getting a sequel.
Because that's definitely what it needed. It was a live-action sequel.
Excuse me?
I said that's exactly what it needed, a live-action sequel.
Oof.
Oh, excuse you.
Looking forward to the new Watership Down.
I bet.
The animation's a little cheap, but other than that, I have no problems with what I saw in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, pardon. So I'm gonna guess you didn't get to see any anime this week?
Not really.
I watched a little bit more of Bloom Into You, but it's, still more figuring out feelings, discovering parts of yourself and others, and a little bit of body discoveries too, and emotional crap that goes along with that. That sort of stuff. Yay.
Whack. Just whack.
Whack. Whack, whack, whack. You make that your ringtone.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't done anything interesting all week. I don't know what to say. It's been... Yeah.
Well, my brain's been being extra mean lately, so I haven't done much. I started drawing again, but that's not really going much of anywhere. Apparently they've already decided to make a sequel to Aquaman, even though it hasn't,
Come out?
Yeah.
Or is it out? I don't even know. I can't keep track anymore.
It's projected to, because apparently it's coming out in China first, for reasons. It's projected to have a very good opening weekend, so they're like, let's do a sequel. Which, I don't know, the trailers look pretty bomb. I need something from DC to be good. Wonder Woman was good.
Right.
But if we could have more good things from DC, that would be great. Oh, did you see the new Avengers trailer?
I did not. I'll watch it at some point, I'm sure.
I know it's out, but I haven't actually watched it yet.
You've watched it again?
I haven't actually watched it yet.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. I'm still shocked they didn't go with the obvious title, which is End of Infinity.
Probably some douche in marketing.
Right. I thought that would be like the obvious title to Infinity Wars. It's just End of Infinity. I said it's Endgame, which is like the most generic title you could give for the end cycle of a series.
I don't know, maybe it's easier to translate.
Yeah, it probably is. Not every country or not every society has terms for everything, but you might be able to more readily translate, like end of line. Oh, I got a whole bunch of anime that I haven't opened. I do mean a whole bunch.
Unboxing!
Right. I'm sorry, Kiki, I'm boring!
It's okay, I'm boring too. Well, I would talk about brain stuff, but I don't want to get all emotional and crap.
Oh, dude, tell me about it. Oh. That moment when you decide to get emotionally involved with other people and then decide that maybe the reason why you don't do it very often is that it drains every, like, ounce of energy that you have out of you. I mean, what? Kitty's like, shut up. I'm not talking about you either, so don't worry about it.
No, I'm not. You shut up.
I don't mind dealing with your stuff. That's fine. It's other people's shit that drives me crazy. I'd be a lot less cranky if I wasn't in pain. I've noticed that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. Like, everything pisses you off. Or maybe not. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I'm just extra cranky when everything hurts. In this case, it's all of this shit over here lately. It's like, I'd go see the doctor, but they all tell me the same thing. It's all in your head. It's like, oh, great. Thanks, Doc. Why am I paying you $200? Because even with health insurance, it's $200 to see the doctor and be told, yeah, you're probably fine.
Yeah, that's essentially what I got told recently.
I hate that so much. That and it's psychosomatic, which is always their answer to, I don't know. Instead of just saying, I'm not sure, I have to refer you to somebody more knowledgeable about this. It's probably just in your head. It's psychosomatic. Like, yes, this pain is psychosomatic. I'm in excruciating, agonizing pain. It's psychosomatic. I'm not saying it's not possible, but at a certain point, something's going on. But anyway, I digress. What were we talking about? I don't remember.
We didn't actually have a topic.
Right? Because nothing happens. I mean, that's the problem with being in your 30s. Like, nothing happens. There's no adventures. Or at least that's been my problem. I don't know about you. I'm not talking for you. My life revolves around going to work and sleeping. I'm 31 years old. I don't have adventures. I don't do anything. I'm too tired. I leave work and all I want to do is go home and lay down or hang out with the dog. I don't want to go. Everybody's like, oh, you should go biking, mountain biking, and rock climbing, and swimming, and doing activities. I'm like, I don't want to go home, go to bed. I'm tired. I've been awake since 5 a.m. How was that about? You don't want to talk about emotional brain stuff? Too bad. Cupcake's going to do it anyway.
My poor bud.
There's other things I could talk about, but they're not really anything anybody wants to hear about, so whatever. I've had a headache too, if you're wondering why I'm squeezing the bridge of my nose. Everything hurts, I don't know why, and I'm terrified to go to the doctor just to have them tell me, yeah, you're fine. That's sad. Like, it's not even like they'll tell me something's wrong. It's something, but we don't know what. Anyway. There's something to be said about learning how to deal with pain early in life. It's made later life much more bearable. That whole stint of kidney stones for a year when I was 10 really fucking makes everything else pale in comparison. I'm just really not in a lot of pain right now. It's just annoying.
I can imagine. Right.
Well, you can empathize, I think.
Is it an ache or a stab?
It's always achy. Very rarely is it stabby pain. It's not overuse ache. It's like something's wrong. You know, something is out of whack, is what I would say. But because it's my upper left chest shoulder, It makes me think it's like I've been sleeping wrong or walking wrong or something. It's not like overuse, like I did too much lifting. It's the old like something hurts, but it's probably not serious because it's in a part of your body where there's no serious, there's no like major organs, so it's musculoskeletal most likely. Like I'd be more scared if it was like center of my chest, but because it's my shoulder blade / upper chest, upper back, it's like obviously something from, I don't know if it's from walking or what, but anyway, it doesn't matter. It's whatever. It could be stress. That's usually what I work off of, because I'm always in a constant state of extreme stress, because everything is my problem in my life, even things that aren't my problem. Did I mention the dog needed a haircut for 2 weeks and that was my problem? It's not really that big of a thing in the scheme of life, but that I had to make the phone call, I had to get the dog there, I had to get everything taken care of. It's just too much to handle. Being an adult sucks. Suddenly everything is my problem. Oh, the walk needs to be shoveled. Why isn't that done yet? Well, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I wake up at 5, so I'll probably do it when I wake up. Well, it's not done yet. Well, it doesn't need to be done yet. I don't do enough around the house. I don't do enough at work. I'm not social. Gee, I wonder why I'm not social. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. This has been a look into Cupcake's fucked up mind. Sorry.
You're fine.
Yeah, that's what they all say. What does Dee always tell me? I'm a walking sentient pile of garbage. She doesn't tell me that. She says that about herself, but it always makes me laugh. Then I have to tell her like you tell me. Be quiet, you're fine. Well, you don't tell me to be quiet, but I tell her to be quiet because I'm like, you're far from garbage. There are so many people so much worse than you. On purpose. Like neo-Nazis.
Oh,
God, I hate neo-Nazis. And people who talk in the theater. I don't know why I focus on neo-Nazis. To me, it just kind of exacerbates to me everything that's wrong with people.
Because I feel like neo-Nazis shouldn't be a problem at this scale of
right.
An issue.
It's not even that.
That was a sentence.
Right. I understand what you mean. It's because there's an idiot in power. They feel safe saying the things they're saying, whereas before it was, no matter who was in power, it was assumed that was not something you should do publicly and loudly.
Yeah.
And so it was a much more under wraps thing. Whereas now they're more brave to come out into the streets and be like, we gotta keep our line genetically pure, says the guy fucking his own sister. I mean, what?
Yeah. And run people over with cars.
Right. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be a car. It could be a dump truck.
Either way, doing, shit like that.
Right. I mean, it doesn't have to be a neo-Nazi. Running people over with a car is a bad idea in general.
Yes. But we're just currently talking about neo-Nazis.
Yeah, no, I'm just being a smart ass.
I feel like we fought a war or something over that.
We fought a couple wars over genocides.
Yeah.
On both sides, actually. But we don't talk about that in polite company. That's the problem with being educated. You realize what a shit place the world is, and how the true nature of humanity is duality. Then you feel very, very depressed.
Yeah.
I'm like looking for news. There's nothing going on that I even care to talk about. And so then you just don't care. And it's like nihilism at its most core base level. It's not that you think that life is pointless. You just realize there's nothing you can do to stop it on a localized level. And so you just make peace with it. Because let's be dead honest. bread and circuses. Bread and circuses. We were worried about 1984, but we really should have been worried about was Brave New World. Now that's an alliteration. You know what's really fun? I can't even see without my glasses on. Like, I have a giant screen that literally fills the entirety of my vision. I am less than a foot and a half from the screen. You're just a pink blur. Like,
if I take my glasses off, which I just did, you are still visible because the blur spots are not where I'm looking at, because all I have is astigmatism.
Like, literally, like, pink blur and, like, shadowy black where your eyes should be. Because my eyes literally can't get that fine a detail without magnification. You ever wondered what functional blindness felt like? Welcome to Cupcake's world. I'm functionally blind without glasses. What's really fun is if I focus on anything, I can actually see the blurs go in and out as my irises try to focus but can't. Wow. So that's what sharpness feels like. I've taken more Advil today than I care to think about. I think I'm on like my third dose.
I have muscle relaxers.
Oh man, those are awesome. I'm wondering if that's what I need right now. I mean, we have that kind of drug, but I loathe to take them because I'm afraid I'll have trouble waking up in the morning because I'll be so comfortable. It's not the waking up, it's just the wanting to get up once I wake up. Just be like, I could go to work, or I could just lay here and enjoy being comfortable. And see, that laugh means you understand exactly what I'm saying about sleeping on muscle relaxers. And people laugh when I say this, but if you're not a fucking addict and you have access to these drugs and you have pain of any sort, like there's this like Zen moment when you're relaxed and you're comfortable. And you don't get to be at that point very often. That when you do get it, you get to that point where you're real comfortable, nothing hurts, nothing's bugging you. Like, and the alarm goes off and you just swat it and turn it off, and then you're like laying there and nothing hurts. Nothing's bugging you. You know, you don't have that weird twitchy feeling like in your legs, your arms, or your shoulders, or, you know, chest, stomach, whatever. And you're just like, and if I get up, it might come back. But if I lay here, I might get another couple hours of rest. Ugh.
Sadly, I've grown a tolerance to them, and
right.
No.
Which is why I try not to take them unless I absolutely have to, because I'm trying to avoid the tolerance.
Oh.
I know that's not an option.
Function.
Yeah, no, somehow I've been able to function on Advil and Tylenol within the legal, like you won't kill your liver. Although my doctors have told me that that's really not a big deal as long as you're getting plenty of liquids and food while you're taking it. They're like, the amount you have to take in a day to actually endanger your liver is a lot if you're not drinking. Like, are you taking more than like 12 of these a day? I'm like, no, I'm taking like 4 or 6. Oh, you're fine. Don't even worry about it. You can take 4 at a time safely. I'm like, what? Yeah, they just say that to cover their asses so you don't kill yourself. I'm like, wow. Like, we don't actually suggest you do that, but you can in a pinch. I'm like, oh, good to know. And surprisingly, it's the old doctors who say that, not the young doctors. Young doctors are like, you should follow the instructions directly. The old doctors are like, yeah, you can actually do a lot of this stuff a lot heavier than they say you can. It's just you have to be real careful so you don't, like, fucking kill your liver. It's like, oh, okay.
I really wish I had morphine.
Or any opiate derivative.
Well, I do... So I do take an opioid.
Right.
To sleep.
Jesus Christ, it's like using a sledgehammer to kill a fly.
And because of their new laws, because everybody's afraid of the opioid epidemic, I can only get 30 at a time, and I have to go see my doctor every
2 months.
2 months, I think.
That's usually what
About
it is.
it. Yeah.
Because when I asked about prescription sleep aids, because I sleep like crap, because stress. I mean, that's all I have at this point. Because I never used to have this problem, but every time we lose an assistant manager at work, my health goes to shit. Which I'm pretty sure is the stress just slowly killing me from the inside.
Sounds about right.
I ask about it, and they go, "Oh well, just some melatonin. It should do the job." Like, no, you guys don't understand. Like, I need stuff stronger than that, or I need to see a sleep doctor. I don't care which. I'll see the sleep doctor. That's fine. No, you should just try drinking less caffeinated beverages before bed. You people are morons. Why am I paying you money? This is actually what happened the last time I actually went in to talk to a doctor about seeing a sleep specialist. It was like, well, have you tried Unisom? You're a moron. What's your sleep hygiene look like? It's called I climb into bed from exhaustion. There's no sleep hygiene. I sleep when I'm tired. The problem is I'm so exhausted I can't fall asleep anymore. I've literally passed the threshold. I need something to help me reset the system. Well, Benadryl works in a pinch. You guys are idiots. This is actually what I was told. I should try Benadryl. I'm just like, do you think I would be here if I hadn't already tried that?
Sorry, Cupcake.
Don't worry about it.
No, I take one thing to put me to sleep and then one thing to keep me asleep. Because otherwise I will be first off awake for a very long time, and then sleeping will suck because I will just keep waking up.
Right. So not only can you not get to sleep, you can't even stay asleep, which at least I have the ability that once I do fall asleep, I generally stay asleep for at least a little while. 3-4 hours is what I've been getting lately. Which isn't fantastic, but I don't really have a lot of choice.
I'm sorry, bud.
It's whatever. I'm a big boy. I'll handle it. Or I'll die. Whatever comes first.
Well, eventually we'll all die. So, new Ghost in the Shell anime series.
Right. They finally finished Hellsing Abridged. And it was I just watched it, or before we talked, I just finished watching it. It's actually, I think, a better rendition of Alucard as a character than the actual show was.
Okay.
I actually really like the Hellsing Abridged rendition of the series. It's, I think, an actual better interpretation of the character than the actual original author's interpretation, and how he deals with, how Alucard basically deals with the end game.
Yeah, I don't watch any abridged anymore.
Right. I've been watching that and La Mulana, which is, or actually La Mulana 2, I should say. Because to see Crab, huzzah! I don't know what else I was going to say.
You were going to talk about the thing.
The thing with the stuff and the guy. Wait, what?
Oh yeah, they're going to get rid of fucking Hangouts in like 2020.
Really?
Yeah.
What are they replacing it with? Nothing? Just not going to do it anymore?
Oh, they expect people to switch to Hangouts chat, which is already a thing. And it has shitty reviews.
Hey, what? I gotta look at this. I didn't even know this was a thing.
For those listening, we use Hangouts to not only just chat daily, but to record the podcast.
Right. Anyways, just other podcasts. Hangouts chat, Hangouts meet. So basically, they're going to separate Google Hangouts into a chat client and a meet client. Or like the video side and then the text side.
Yeah.
Stimpy, we're surrounded by idiots. We must save our brains. Okay, I feel better now. Why would you kill something that's already functionally working? I don't get it. I don't understand. Yeah, I'm a little confused by the concept of, well, let's kill it and replace it with these other things we've developed. Well, what? Why? What's wrong with it? Oh, we're going to separate it into two different services that do the same thing that the one service did by itself. What?
I'm also not sure if those are available on desktop.
Yeah, they will be eventually. So it says what I'm reading from the thing is that right now they're for the corporate side, but eventually they'll release it for consumers. Don't quite understand why they would. I don't know. I mean,
they haven't been updating Hangouts in like a year anyway.
Right. I mean, Google's basically going through all the same growing pains that every other big tech company is going through. They try to decide what it means to be what they are and what they're doing, and I just sit here and stare at them like, I'm getting old, Billy. Like, Discord seemed really neat at first, but now I look at it and I'm just kind of like, God, it's full of assholes. I mean, all internet communities are, but like, I don't know. I'm old and grumpy. Blech. Excuse me. Oof. Guy on a unicycle going down an interstate in Tokyo. What the fuck? What the fuck am I watching? Oh my god. I wish there was a way to share this with you. What the fuck? Just a dude doing like, I don't even know, 30, 40, 50 miles an hour down the interstate on his unicycle. I'm not even joking. Oh my god. Let's see if I can share it. Oh, I can. Oh boy.
That's like a motorized unicycle.
Right? I was like, look at that, like, what the hell am I watching?
That can't be street legal.
There's no, the dude has no helmet. I'm just like, hey, he's a freaking organ donor waiting to happen.
Well, my newsfeed is empty now.
Yeah, I'm looking at Anime News Network, but there's not a lot going on that I care about. I mean, obviously everyone's talking about Smash Brothers, but...
Yeah. Well, Joker from Persona 5 is gonna be in it.
Right? I don't even know who that is.
It's the main character.
That's nice.
I don't remember his actual name, but he's called Joker.
Let me guess, and the first girl he meets is Queen?
I don't think so.
Okay, so they keep referring to him as Joker. I don't know if he ever had a name. Literally, his name is just Joker.
I need to get Persona 5. And 4. I haven't played 4. The last Persona game I played was 3.
Oh my god, there is somebody who uses the codename Queen.
You want to call it?
Yeah, I guess. I can't think of anything else to talk about.
Okay. Thanks for chatting with me.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you once again for listening to the super happy fun Jabbertron Tea Party with Kiki and Cupcake. Happy holidays and a Merry New Year's, my fellow internet beings. Be safe and joyous with your festive tidings.
Night, Bones.
Night, Kiki.
Transmission terminated.